Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/Heaton.
Well, good morning everyone, and you can see it is a beautiful morning here at Lac Louis in Switzerland. We've been blessed once again. We've had fantastic morning light. In fact, I think on every single photo shoot we've had amazing light, whether it's been rainy, stormy light or pristine, crisp light like this. I haven't done much photography this morning. I didn't want to take the same image I took last year. And obviously I've been roaming around chatting to people, but I took one photograph and I'm still in two minds as to whether or not it's going to work. You can see my camera's just here framed up with this lovely view of the mountain, but in the foreground you have these wonderful grasses, these tall grasses, and I've gone for a square crop, placing the grasses in the foreground. And I'm going to have to focus stack it because these grasses are like, you know, a foot from my lens, and then we have the mountain which is however many miles away. And I just thought it worked quite nice. It kind of added that extra element. I mean, last year I got the crisp, clean, perfect reflection shot, and I didn't want that this year. So I've thrown in some tall grass to see if that adds an extra element, and it might do. We'll see. But yeah, short shoot this morning, or short video should I say. So now we're going to head back to the cabin, which is there, just on that hill, get some coffee, get some breakfast, finish the day with a final hike, and then it's all done. So yeah, really looking forward to that. This image, I'm not so sure if I'm looking forward to. We'll see. So to give you guys some perspective of what we've been doing for the past few days, let me see if I can show you this. So just there, you can just see our hut creeping out. That's the hut we stayed in last night. And then, which you're almost definitely not going to see, the night before we stayed in a hut just here. The night before that we stayed in a hut just here on the glacier. And then our first night we stayed at Cabane Brunette, which I believe is somewhere just there above the tree line. So the route we've taken is from there to the glacier, from the glacier down and then back up and over. What a fantastic way to spend a weekend. Right, onwards and upwards.
Even though this was the end of our photography here in the Swiss Alps, we still had a lot of hard miles to trek. This gave us time to reflect on our journey and our time spent together as a group. By now we were all starting to suffer, both physically and mentally. We were exhausted, and the end was in sight, but the mountains can be a dangerous and unpredictable place. And even the most benign looking trails should not be underestimated.
So all of this, see this big rock field here? None of this Oh, none of this was here last year. This is all fresh rockfall from the snowmelt, and it's completely wiped out the path. So this is a super sketchy little traverse. Loose rocks, danger of falling rocks. Yeah, spicy workshop, definitely.
Must be some place that you switch across. There you go. You see, it's possible. Okay. Shift your pole, please. One more, isn't it? Good.
So we're now past the rockfall. You can see this fracture here. Do you see this? That is all fresh rockfall, very loose, very unstable. And there was another one just over the ridge there that we can't see. Yeah, an unexpected spicy moment on the workshop, but now we are so close to the end of this tour.
So that's it. The cable car station marks the end of our journey through the Swiss Alps. As is always the case on these trips, I learned just as much, if not more, than the participants. We have had highs and we have had lows, and I believe that every one of us has experienced more than just a photography trip. We have bonded and developed as a group. We have pushed ourselves physically and mentally as we laboured through hard mountainous terrain, carrying almost 20 kilos on our backs, sweating in the midday sun, waking up in the early hours of the morning after little sleep, and repeating this process on a daily basis. And all of this in the name of one passion that we all share and love so much: landscape photography. The trip has been a success, and I am proud of every single person in the group. Whether or not we do it again next year, I don't know. Maybe it's time to move on to new challenges. I'd like to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. If you don't know who Squarespace are, they're an all-in-one platform for building your own website. Go to squarespace.com/Heaton to start your free trial. And if you like your free trial, use the offer code Heaton for 10% off your first purchase. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye for now.